Hello Falcons, and welcome back to another sentence diagramming lesson. This is lesson number 14. We're going to talk about direct objects and indirect objects. This will be lesson number 3. Okay, go ahead and turn to a new note page. Again, write your title, Direct and Indirect Objects 3. And let's begin. Today we'll talk about compound direct objects and compound indirect objects. Do you know what the word compound means? What do you think it means? Okay, if you said that compound means made up of 2 or more elements, you'd be right. So today we'll talk about sentences where we have 2 or more direct objects or 2 or more indirect objects. Let's do an example. Our first sentence is, students research transportation, schedules, and prices. Okay, to start, we always have to find our subject and our verb. What is the subject? Hopefully you said students. And what are the students doing? Or what did they do? They researched. So let's go ahead and diagram our subject and our verb. Okay, now we have to remember that we still have transportation, schedules, and prices. Well, what's happening to these things in the sentence? Notice how each of these are being researched. They are receiving that action, therefore these are our direct objects. Now we want to show that each of these is receiving the action of being researched, so we're going to draw a forked diagram. We'll need 3 branches here for our 3 nouns. Okay, now on the top one, let's put our first noun, transportation, our first direct object. Let's put our second direct object, schedules, and our third, prices. Now we just have one word left. What word is that? And. Yes, what is and doing in this sentence? Good, it's connecting the transportation, schedules, and prices. So we want to show that by drawing it on our dotted line. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Let's try one with a compound indirect object. Let's take the sentence, some resources gave us and our teachers useful facts. Okay, again, let's try to find our subject and our verb first. What is our subject? I see that our subject is resources. What did the resources do? The resources gave. Okay, Let's start by diagramming our subject and our verb. Now let's see if we can find the direct object. What is receiving the action of gave? What did the resources give? Good. The resources gave facts. Okay, now the question is, to whom or to what did the resources give facts to? Well, the resources gave facts to us and our teachers. Those are the indirect objects. They're receiving the direct object. They answer the question to whom or to what. Okay, let's go ahead and diagram these. We need to draw at an angle a line below our verb. Now we have a compound indirect object. We have both us and teachers. So let's go ahead and draw our forked, whatever you want to call it, thingamabobber. And on our lines, let's put our first indirect object, us. On the second one, let's put our second one, which is teachers. Now, what word do you see connecting us to teachers? Good, you see and. Conjunction and. Let's put it on the dotted line. Now let's look at these extra words that we have. We have some, we have our, and we have useful. These are being used to tell us more about the words that we see here. So let's start with some. Some describes what word? Resources. What resources? Some resources. So let's go ahead and draw that underneath our resources. Okay, what about our? What does our help us understand? Good, our helps us understand the teachers. Whose teachers? Our teachers. Okay, and lastly, the word useful. Useful is describing what? Good, useful is describing the facts. What kind of facts were they, everybody? They were useful facts. Okay, great job. Now, we know this can be kind of tricky, so make sure to look back at your notes and take your practice nice and slow. Good luck, Falcons.